So yesterday, the funniest thing happened. I was in here nursing in the glider, and somebody came to the door, and so he's a sleepy monkey. So I went to the door to see who it was. It was a solicitor, and I said, "I'm breastfeeding right now." And as soon as I said that, they immediately shielded their eyes and high-tailed it down the driveway. Oh. Oh no! Yeah, we didn't like. Oh my monkey. Okay. Now I have to keep it just a little quieter. So, same day yesterday, I was also asked in school, it was a discussion question, I go to school online, about local healthcare policies, and I chose to write about regulations that protect breastfeeding moms. And in California, the law is a breastfeeding mother can breastfeed her baby anywhere except for the private property of an individual. Like, I can't go into your house, for example, and just whip my boob out and start breastfeeding if you don't want me to. So, but anywhere else. And I think in 43 states, if I'm right, there are laws protecting breastfeeding mothers to breastfeed in public. So, and then a federal state that was passed into, a federal law that was passed in 2010 protects working breastfeeding moms. Employers have to provide their employees with reasonable break times to pump, and also a private place to pump other than a toilet stall. So, which I think is pretty cool, because I'm going to go back to work, and I know I wouldn't want my meal prepared in a restroom, a public restroom, especially since it's going in the mouth of my infant. Do I feel really strongly about that? So, so yeah, and I wrote that, and I wrote that I thought it was great that that there were laws protecting breastfeeding moms who are going to be going back to work, because that's me. I'm going back to work, and I breastfeed, and I want to maintain pumping so that he can get breast milk. So I was kind of surprised at the responses I got. One student said that she didn't feel that it was necessary for employers to have to provide a spot for breastfeeding moms to pump, and that if moms wanted to continue breastfeeding, that they should take additional time off the workforce. So another student said that she had been to an aquarium over the weekend with her family, and that the aquarium provided a spot for breastfeeding moms to breastfeed in private, but that was a family environment, so it was appropriate, but the the workplace is not a family environment, so it wasn't appropriate for moms to breastfeed there or to pump there, or to bring that personal aspect of their life into the working environment. Yeah, so in response I said, you know, employers employ moms, it's just a fact. And you know, I went on to talk about a little bit about breastfeeding timelines. Like, you know, I think in the United States we recommend to 6 months, but the World Health Organization recommends to a year. The world average is 4 years. Those facts might not be 100%. I'll look them up, but I'm pretty sure those somewhere in there. So I was surprised that there was such an aversion expressed for support of breastfeeding moms in the workplace. I really thought the response I was going to get was like, yay, that there's laws protecting breastfeeding moms in the workplace, but it was actually just the opposite. It was very like, that's unnecessary, or the mom should take time off if that's what they want to do. Like, I wish. It's just not financially feasible for my family. Both the parents need to be working. That's something that we've decided we need right now. Maybe someday I'll find a way to make staying at home work for the family, but right now it's just not something that we can do. I'm a little nervous going back to work to breastfeed. While I know my company will be very accommodating as much as possible, and I know the people there for the most part will be very accommodating, I think more commonly people just don't know about breastfeeding and what it entails, and I was that person at one time. I remember being at a store at one point and looking at a mother who was in the middle of the checkout breastfeeding, and I was like kind of offended that they would choose that place to breastfeed. Not because I was offended to see her boob, but it was just, I don't know, I guess just I was unfamiliar with it. And now looking back, I think, man, how judgmental and ignorant I was for just for passing that judgment and not having any clue what that mom was going through. And you know, I plan to be that person one day, comfortable with breastfeeding wherever my child needs it. And I think as a culture, we're uncomfortable with it because we're not familiar with it. It's not something we experience, and I think that I'm afraid of that in the workplace. Probably people might be curious about it more so, but I am afraid of those people who are just judgmental because they don't know about it or what the benefits are, or why I might choose to do that. But I don't care right now. It's what I'm going to choose to do to support my baby's nutrition needs. So let me know what your views and experiences are on nursing in public. How did it go for you? That's it. Bye-bye. Bye, RJ. Bye, little monkey.